Good evening, degenerates, and welcome back to this week's Wednesday Roundup, where we talk through all the action that happened last week and tell you how all our picks did. We had something unbelievably exciting happen last week that we have to start with. We hit the Mortal Lock Parlay.
We did it!
So
350.
But yeah,
Let's go, boy. Mario, take. Good stuff,
take.
Let's go, baby.
well done.
Let's go. You get paid.
Well done.
$350.
You are getting paid. So quickly to recap what happened. There was a 3-leg Mortal Lock Parlay. Ryan and I were both relegated. So your 3 picks were Mario, Michael, and Tate. Mario's Mortal Lock. Mario hit the Texas A&M Arkansas over 54, and he moves to 5-1 on the year. How do you feel about that?
Electric.
That was back-to-back defensive.
That was actually such a sweaty over.
So sweaty.
They missed like 3 field goals, but then the punt returner on Texas A&M was out of his
Took
mind.
it to the house.
He took it to the house, and then they got a 3-and-out right after that. They punted it to him again, and he returned it inside their 30.
Yeah.
Another quick score. I mean, it was just bing, bang, boom. And then Arkansas
Zip,
at the
zang,
end
zap.
scored when they couldn't even get past the 50. It was just beautiful.
It was an amazing game.
You're hot. When you're hot, you're hot.
Yeah.
He's on fire. Someone get an
5-1 on the year.
extinguisher.
5-1 on the year.
5-1.
Bang, bang, bang.
5-1.
Michael Yoon
Bang.
hit the 49ers minus 14, moves to 3-3 on the year. Sweatiest game of all time.
Shout out Zach Ertz,
Sweaty.
friend of the pod.
Yeah.
Zach Ertz, love
Big
you.
friend.
I love you. I
came
love you.
through.
He really blew that game at the end.
Yeah, dropped a touchdown with like 30 seconds,
Oh,
20 seconds.
absolutely. Just he ruined it, but he
30,
also
15.
made
Yeah.
it. God, I love you, Zach Wilson. I love you
Ertz.
for
Zach Ertz.
Sorry.
I mean, you
sorry.
can love Zach Wilson.
Sorry.
No, we love Zach Wilson.
Zach, friend
I
of the
love
pod.
Zach
Friend of the
Wilson.
pod.
Love Zach Wilson too. Shout out Jets. Zach Ertz, I love you. And 49ers, I love you even more. Moving up, still second favorite offense in the NFL, but slightly under the Dolphins. They're getting there.
Wow.
I love them.
That's
Bang.
exciting. And Tate hit his Friday night lock with Oregon State first half minus 2.5.
Undefeated
Friday night
Fridays,
stays
baby.
electric, baby. In the
Undefeated
Pac-12.
Never sweat.
Friday.
Friday
Never
night is
sweat.
electric.
Stays electric. You are now 3-3 on the year.
was
But
so
those were your 3 bets. So those 3 legs mean that we're giving out $350 right now. So we are giving it out to, we already picked this randomly last night. We've been saying since the podcast started that the earlier you subscribe, the more you comment, the more you like the videos, the more entries you'll have. We have a running list where we just keep track of everyone who's always interacting with our page.
Every Monday.
And yeah, we
Updated
just
every
keep
Monday.
adding to it. And then when we hit, we take a random number generator, pick from there. So the winner of this week's Mortal Lock Parlay, Bills year 17-0.
It might be the Bills year. It might be the Bills year. This might be a sign.
might
It was a good weekend for
The
him.
Bills looked great. It's a great weekend.
Yeah,
Bills
yeah.
won and
Mortal Lock Parlay.
It's not the Bills year.
$350
For free. For free.
Bills year 17-0. Reach out to us on Instagram. DM us proof that you are the owner of that YouTube account, and we will get in contact and send you the $350.
Change your name while you're at it.
Congratulations. If anyone's watching, not subscribed, and you're not commenting or liking the videos, go ahead and do that. Do yourself a favor. Next time we hit one of these, we could be paying you. So
Free. It's free. It's
yeah,
that
it's
easy.
literally as free as it gets.
Plus EV.
So that's that. Congratulations, Bills year. Huge. It was the first time we're giving out $350. So
First of many. First of many.
First of very
This
many.
is also
that. Wow, that's
arguably the lowest amount that we'll ever be giving out because
Yeah. Well, Ryan, I'm just getting to
I mean,
that.
hopefully,
So
yeah.
We'll
Ryan,
hit a 4-legger next week.
Ryan and I
hey, there we go.
were both relegated last week. Ryan hit his mortal with Oklahoma.
Game of the month.
Game of the month. Oklahoma
Put your
minus
nuts on
20.
the line.
He's now 2-4 and back in the parlay. So
I'm back.
He's back.
Bang.
I'm freaking back, and I'm staying for a while. Boy.
That's well. That's
I'm
well.
staying for a while.
It's
Act
all
like he was never gone.
and I'm still relegated.
Let's talk about that Georgia game
yeah.
for a second.
Maybe for the
I had-
Minus 14.5
Georgia
against
yeah,
Auburn.
Georgia minus the 14.5. They almost lost the game outright.
Yeah.
I keep doing this where I bet on teams that are 2 touchdown favorites and they get down in the game.
I have to
and
say,
then
Georgia shot themselves in the foot a couple times.
Oh yeah,
Like, it was brutal.
the
Credit to
turnovers were
Auburn,
crazy.
though.
They fumbled so many times.
It was bad.
They
But yeah.
fumbled, but Auburn played out of their mind. Considering the week before, they had 3 quarterbacks play in their game, combined for 56
That's why
pass
that line
yards.
was so weird. I don't know. It's like
And then all of a sudden they come out and almost beat Georgia outright.
And they're
Made
able
no
to actually
sense.
And they
Yeah,
played.
it's crazy.
Two of the quarterbacks, and
Yeah.
like Georgia, just all Auburn's points came when Georgia fumbled on their side of the field. Yeah, like Georgia and Carson Beck threw a weird pick. Like, I don't know. But shout out Brock Bowers because I live bet the absolute hell out of Georgia money line.
Tyler bet.
And we got it back. So Brock Bowers, you're an absolute beast. But I'm still relegated. So the parlay next week will be these four. I'm still sitting out. I'm now 1-5 for the year on Mortals.
Wow.
So
It's okay though.
we're rock bottom.
Gotta get
We hit the 3-leg parlay. Well, now at the 4,
four, and then
Tyler
we're
will be
back.
back.
Yeah.
and we'll hit
We're
the
rock
5.
bottom.
Bang.
Let's just
Baby steps. You know,
I
we're
know.
climbing back.
Something that's slightly better than the 1-5 is my card. We'll quickly go around, tell everyone how we did last week.
Tell me about it.
College football, brutal. Brutal.
Not better.
2-5-1.
Okay.
That brings me to 50% college football in the year. I went 3-2 in the NFL, so for 58% on the year. My total record 37, 34, and 3 for 52%.
Still above 500. Okay.
Yeah,
It's not terrible.
last week hurt the conscience a little bit. I felt like I couldn't throw a fish in the ocean. I couldn't do anything. But this week I have a strategy, which we'll get to
I love
in the
strategy.
Friday.
I love strategy.
This is coming out Wednesday. We're making our cards and our picks on Friday, but if you're watching this now, go watch the Friday episode if it's out, and you'll see my new strategy. It can't miss.
Bang.
Can't miss.
Miss.
Guaranteed. Tyler guaranteed.
Absolute.
Someone who had a slightly better week than I did,
Bing,
Mr.
bang, boom.
Ryan Chimenko, our best bettor on the podcast.
Yeah.
You went
Common
7-8 in college football. Not very good. You're at 55% on the year on that. 4-1 NFL though.
I'm still staying hot.
Great week.
I'm still staying hot. It's ridiculous.
Your
Hey, way to
average,
take the lead.
your average for NFL is 80%.
Back. I know it's actually absurd.
80% for NFL.
Yeah, that's out.
You're now 48, 32-1 for 60% flat.
Still huge.
Insane.
So-
That's
Still big.
insane.
Yeah.
Still a great number. I'm going to stick at that. I love my cards. Feel very confident right now in all my betting platforms. I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to roll.
60% you can't argue with.
No,
That's,
you can't.
that is
Absolutely not.
winning, like by any metric, you are winning significantly.
No, I love it.
You're
I love it.
printing.
I'm all over it.
Tate, pretty good week for you. I'm not gonna lie. College football, 500. You went 3-3-1 for a 53% on the year.
Not bad.
Crappy picks of the week though.
Crappy picks of the week.
4-1-1.
Yep.
so far.
Nice.
Bang.
There we go.
It's getting hot. We're staying
Arguably the
hot.
best bet you give out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll probably.
It's probably the best bet you give out.
I love that.
NFL, it's a little so-so. 2-3-1.
Yeah.
50% on the year. So
Seahawks saved my extra win there.
your overall, I mean, you're still above 50%. 41, 38, and 4.
I mean, how can you
So
complain? I'm
52%.
staying above 50.
We're giving
Yeah.
you
I'm not going to
Bang.
go below 50.
All you need is to be above 50 and
Guaranteed.
you're having a good week. Someone who is not above 50%.
No, I had a bad week.
Michael. Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah,
actually a
bad
good week for you in college. You were 500.
Well,
You went 4-4 week 6 college. Brings your total. in
Best
the
I've
year-
ever done.
Best you've ever done.
Best I've ever done.
Brings your total to
Uphill.
37%.
We're moving back.
That's electric.
That's
We're getting back.
bang. I'm not in the 20s.
Wait, what's his total?
37%.
37.
I'm
is
getting
that,
the 40.
Wait, is that kind of disappointing because then now we can't fade?
No, we can still fade.
Okay.
Oh yeah. No.
As long as you're, if you're
full
in the
fade
30s,
Mike.
it's a full fade.
I'm less than
Full fade
40%. Yeah, this is
For
terrible.
NFL, also not a good week. 2-4 in NFL.
Weird.
But my
Michael week.
overall record is not terrible for NFL. It
No,
didn't drop that bad.
It brings you to 67% on the year in NFL.
It was
not
a weird
the
week.
worst.
It was
You were
not the
funny.
worst.
It was a weird
Your
week, yeah.
overall, you're 27-31, and you're 47% for the year.
not bad.
So
He's just floating right at that 47.
Yeah,
It
you
is
just
the-
I
love
am
that.
floating at the
Loaded.
47.
it is
but
the lowest on the
Mike.
pod, but not by much. Mario's trying to catch you there. Mario swung for the fences last week. 3-5 in college football.
Yep.
45% overall on college football for the year. 4-3 for NFL. So not bad. And then 36, 39, and 1. So
Wow.
48%.
48%.
48%.
I told you we're gonna get above 50%. I'm inching up.
I like it.
That's
I
still
think
like-
last week I
that's
was the
still
lowest on
impressive.
the pod.
That's impressive for how difficult I think this week actually was for college and NFL and how everyone kind of struggled each.
Oh,
to
yeah.
stay 47, 48 and then 50, 60.
50, 60.
We need to
50,
get all
50,
above
60.
50 and
Love it.
give the best picks in all of sports.
I completely
gambling.
agree.
All of sports gambling.
waiting for my overall.
One pick that used to
This
be our
week.
best pick, no longer our best pick, has been the
No,
upsets.
no, we suck.
Back-to-back weeks.
I feel like
drier than the Sahara Desert.
Yeah, we
0-5.
we need to
back-to-back
get back
weeks.
to like our studying good picks, you know, where we were like, we're just like shooting everywhere, you know. what
I know.
mean?
I keep focusing on lines.
I mean,
and I just gotta just pick a
Feel it.
winner.
Feel
You gotta
it.
gut
Yeah.
Pick
feel
a
it.
winner
Yeah.
outright.
Gut winner, yeah.
You got to gut
You
feel
just
it.
gotta look
Dude,
at the yeah.
Dude, Arizona State really had a chance last week.
Speaking about having a chance.
Dude, wow.
UAB
was
No,
winning
UAB
at halftime.
UAB
plus 950. We had a chance to win in the
UAB
fourth
should-
quarter.
Yeah, that was actually
Yeah,
such a
wow.
good
First and goal on the 1-inch line, and we
Fumble,
fumbled
yeah.
as you tried to go
Oh.
over the. Yeah, no, that was almost.
Side
a
note,
bad
how many
stop.
fumbles are we going to get inside the 5-yard line for college football this year?
Oh my
It's-
God,
I mean,
literally-
it's unreal.
It's bad.
We're on
It's
like
their
25
favorite,
already.
It's their
right?
favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
They love throwing.
Especially
the
when you
ball.
have that side. Not
Yeah.
the other side where you get to
No,
make
That
if
must be
Oh, yeah.
the theme of this year's script for college football. Is just fumbles.
Make
in
everyone
the 5-yard
sweat, like-
no fumbles in the 5-yard line.
Gotta keep it fair.
That's the theme this
You
year.
gotta keep it fair.
Yeah, keep it
But
fair.
yeah, for the upsets going 0-2 or 0-5 back-to-back weeks. So
Yeah.
0-10 overall.
Wow.
Our total units today don't look good. Tate plus 0.2 units. So
Okay.
Yeah, that's still
good.
plus.
That's good
That's
for
still
going,
positive.
yeah.
Ryan's down 2 units.
That's not terrible.
I'm down 5.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Mike's down 0.1.
That's sad.
So barely down.
That's sad.
Mario's up 2.65.
Shador way. I need
Yeah.
to watch.
Look at them
for Shador
Buffalo.
way.
And that's all the picks for the week. I mean, we kind of slowed down a bit last week on the cards,
Yeah.
but we hit the mortal. I will make
Yeah.
that trade
No, I
off
don't care.
10 times out of 10.
Yeah, 10 times.
10 times out of
100
10.
times out of
100%.
We
Yep.
pay you money.
Bang.
We pay you money.
Bang.
We don't want to keep money for ourselves. We want to give it to you.
Yeah, of course.
So let's just hit some
Come on now.
mortals. But yeah, now we got some things to recap. I want to go ahead and talk a little NFL. There was a lot that went on in the NFL last week. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
a whole lot. And I have a couple headlines I want to bring up and just see how you guys feel about it. First and foremost, the most electric game that we talked about last week. In the battle of the 2 worst teams in the NFL,
The Caleb Williams Bowl.
the Bears found a way to lose.
Yep.
Against the Broncos. Up 28-7.
Yep.
They lose 31-20.
That actually, we were talking about how that could be the best game of the week. That actually might have been the best.
It was
of
the
the
best.
It was game of the
Yeah.
year.
It was game of the year. Yeah. It
That was their Super Bowl.
I think I saw something where the Broncos, that comeback was the largest comeback in their franchise history of 21. And I'm like, that's kind of electric.
No,
That's historical. Come
You gotta
on now.
love it. Russell
I love
Wilson
that.
quietly putting together kind of a season.
No.
Yeah.
No.
He's putting up fantasy now. I think he's a top 10
They're
fantasy
letting Russ
quarterback
cook.
right
He's cooking.
now. He's definitely doing
Trying
something.
to cook.
Broncos country.
So is it
right.
official? Are the Bears the worst team in the NFL?
No,
Who's worse?
the Giants.
Wow.
I'd rather have the
No.
Bears than the Giants.
Wow, there's no shot.
Yeah, no.
That's true.
No.
We'll see at the end of the year. It was more wins.
Giants with Saquon are a far superior team.
Yeah,
than-
Giants with anyone.
Wait, do you want to bet right now? Who has more wins at the end of the year?
No, it's
yeah.
just obvious.
I'll bet Giants.
Give
Give him 1.5.
No, it's
I'll give you 1.5 to 1.
Because I think actually the game is rigged and the Bears are rigging it to lose. I don't know if you watched last game, but they're literally rigging some. The owner calls in and says,
So you don't
"Hey,
think-
go for it on 4th and 1 and give it to
calling
When
it
them."
Justin
rigged?
Fields throws a pick, I
Wait,
don't think it's rigged.
so we don't think the Bears are
That
going to
wasn't
have
the
more
rig-
wins than the Giants.
No, that was just a fun little.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I was gonna say if you thought that, I'm down. I was just
No,
like,
I
hammer,
actually
hammer,
think
hammer.
I think the Bears.
Let me ride Daniel Jones
I
harder.
never really thought the NFL was rigged until I watched the Bears game last week, and then I actually thought about it for a long time.
Wait, the Giants are in a tough division. You should hammer that.
Hey, I'll take action with you on that.
Why no?
No, I think the Bears could do it, but I think they're actually going to lose out on purpose, like not even messing around.
Well, yeah. I mean,
My
my
plays were questionable in the end. of
No,
that
Bears
game.
are the worst.
my next headline. I mean, we just led right into it, where the Giants might not actually be a playoff team, like I said.
No, they suck.
Wait,
They were
Yeah,
never.
they
I said they were Super Bowl
yeah, they-
contenders. They might not be Super Bowl level. Yeah, that was my takeaway.
They
from
might
the
be
weekend.
bowl game.
I was half.
They might play in a bowl game this year. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's a sweat.
Them versus Michigan could be a game.
That would be a Michigan not win.
No, okay. No, but that was my takeaway from the weekend. Is Giants might not go to the Super Bowl this season.
No, they're not going anywhere.
I mean, they just got embarrassed by the Seahawks at home. Like, what more can you?
They scored
They're-
3 points.
They're
Well,
not
they
going.
haven't
They're not
scored a
going
touchdown
anywhere.
at home yet. This
How
year.
much more
tough.
worse can you
That is
get?
tough.
That's
Like,
tough. Yeah, Daniel Jones. I mean, the $160 million man. He is New York's finest. I mean, they got some quarterbacks up there in New York. I mean, you
Zach
got
Wilson.
Zach Wilson, Daniel Jones,
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Yeah.
They're all three pretty competitive. I mean, those three
That's
all
the
put up-
trifecta
They
right
put up big numbers.
Yeah.
One of them did this week.
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah, one did this week. How do we feel about the Dolphins after they just got slapped around?
I know.
hey.
I think I was.
No,
you
I
on the
was
Bills?
I was all over the Bills.
Yeah, I was all over the Bills. I didn't see anything different. We always know
exactly
the
how I
Dolphins
thought the game was
defense.
gonna go.
We always know the Bills on the division.
Is it kind of a bad thing that coaches can just double team Tyreek Hill and the Dolphins can't score points anymore?
No,
what we
because
said last-
that's
Like,
all.
literally-
that's why I said Bill Belichick
That's
and
what we
that
said.
awful Patriots team had a chance to beat them.
Yeah.
A chance to beat them. That was what I saw initially, is because a smart coach doubled their best player, and all of a sudden their offense
team
just
fell
slowed-
apart.
Oh, yeah.
Also, for that
Slowed
game,
down.
let the Dolphins cook to start and then just slowly wear them down. Like, they looked. The game, everyone was saying, oh, this is going to be the shootout of the century, best game ever, because it was 14-14 and 21-14, you know what I mean? Then all of a sudden, they couldn't get that one screen play or one play to
That
Tyreek Hill.
over was a wagon,
Just-
though.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
68
Oh, yeah.
points scored in the
Every
game.
game the Bills play the
Yeah,
Dolphins.
it's amazing.
But I just want to say real quick, this may not be the most popular take, but I'm still not entirely sold on Tua.
Oh,
as well.
That is not a hot. Yeah, that's.
I'm sold on him.
I think he's good,
completely
but
on
like
the-
I still don't see him in that like elite quarterback level. I know he's putting up good numbers now, but kind of like what you said, like it's not like Tyreek wasn't double teamed every game pretty much on the Chiefs. Like a good quarterback can kind of work around it. I think teams kind of like force Tua to throw the ball, like I don't know.
Yeah,
Out of his comfort zone, and he lets a lot of ducks kind of hang up there a little bit. He's a little bit inconsistent. All I'm gonna say is, I'm not entirely sold.
Bills
He's
are
good. He's
also
good. Don't get me
I
wrong.
respect that.
The Bills are also very, very,
No,
very
that's
good.
Bills are very good.
Yeah,
Bills
I
are
put
very,
more-
very, very good.
I
regular
put a lot more
season.
credit
they're-
to Bill's
except for the
defense
quarterback.
than I do for
Josh Allen
discrediting.
Josh Allen was literally perfect.
Yeah, unfortunately
Against
so.
the best team in the NFL.
We'll
Yeah,
see.
he
Yeah,
was.
we'll see what happens with that team.
Dolphins defense also isn't
They
the
might lose
best
the
in the
best quarterback
NFL
of all
though.
time.
So.
Someone who wasn't perfect at quarterback, though, and I just want to bring this up because we're not going to talk about it right now. We also didn't talk about this last week.
Let's
But
talk about it.
I think
Oh.
no, I don't want to
down.
talk because we said
No, we can have this conversation. It's week 5.
We said 2 weeks
we did
until
say 2
we
weeks.
have the Joe Burrow talk. We said that
Oh,
last
yeah.
week.
This is it.
No. So we have one more week.
We have one more week.
So it was last week we said 2 weeks. So
Mike's
Next
doing numbers. He's
Mike's in the
He's got to
future.
remember.
He's
He's,
mathing.
he's like, this is a week.
Wow.
One more week. Yep.
what are we doing here?
Well, I mean, you might.
Wait, what's
you might.
talk me through what's going on in your mind.
Well, you might be right, but
About what?
Michael sounds
About-
like the Bengals offense.
Yeah.
Absolutely no
I mean,
idea.
I have
No,
Joe,
it's the monkey with the symbols.
I have Joe Burrow on my team. It invades my brain.
No, yeah, I
and
don't want to bring it
infects
up.
me.
I don't want to say that
He sucks.
might be the worst
No, he
quarterback in the
sucks.
NFL besides Zach Wilson. I don't want to say that his passer rating is in the bottom 3 in the league. I don't want to bring any of these things up because we're not going to talk
Yeah,
about
we're
it
not
right
gonna
now.
talk.
His average QBR is like 62, right?
Tennessee beat him by 24. That's all I gotta say. That's all I.
He might be a little bit better than Desmond Ritter.
We don't want to talk about it. We're not.
don't
We're
be
not. We
disrespectful
can't
to
have the
Desmond
Joe
Ritter.
Burrow
No,
talk
we
until
can't.
next
We
week.
can't.
So
Until next week.
All right, next week.
yeah, I didn't
When they
even want-
lose to the Cardinals, then
Hey, Joe Burrow, friend of the pod. Joe Burrow, friend of the pod.
Or Joe
Best
Burrow
friend.
throws for 450 yards and 4 touchdowns and 0 interceptions this week, and we don't have the conversation next week.
Against the Cardinals.
Hey, you never
I
know.
don't think that's gonna.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what
well,
happens.
he could do that. They're still gonna lose.
Regardless, we're definitely
Yeah,
not
maybe.
talking about it this week. College football now. There were some craziness. There was a lot of craziness that happened. I mean, we touched on one of them when we were doing the recap. Georgia barely survived.
Are they really the
Against,
number one team? In the
are they the best team in the country?
No.
Yeah, that's my question to you.
No.
Who is if they're not number 1 as they're ranked? Who's number 1?
Me and Ryan
I
said
go
this
Michigan.
preseason too.
Yeah, I
we
mean,
said we weren't sold.
So
on
you say
Georgia.
Michigan. Who's your number 1 team?
I think the number 1 team right now, you have to give it to Michigan.
Yeah.
Yes.
So everyone says
They
Michigan.
haven't allowed more than 7
Yeah,
points to
correct.
their team.
They're,
That's-
they're
correct.
dominant.
I know
on
we talk about the
defense.
covers and stuff, but like they don't hit the cover by like 1 or 2.
Yeah, they weren't
But it's
covering the
never-
40-point
It's never a
spread.
sweat to win.
They also
I-
wasn't with their whole coaching staff. Like, yeah, no,
Dude, they
they're
haven't let up
very
more than 7 points.
they're an extremely impressive.
Yeah,
program.
they weren't covering
And I'm
40-point spreads because they would take out their starters at
haven't-
halftime. But then Jim Harbaugh came back. Tyler actually switched. He was sharp
Yeah.
last week.
Well,
They got-
I know this team like the back of my hand.
Yeah.
I've correctly got on the right side of every spread. The only spread we didn't win outright
You
was
pushed.
just a push, and that should have been a win because Rutgers was winning.
Honestly, you should be mortaling your Michigan.
Well, I should be. This team, I actually don't think is the best team in the country, though. I don't even think it's the best team in the Big Ten. I actually don't even think it's the second best team in the Big Ten. I think Michigan is really good, like really, really good, really good. I think they're a top 5 team in the country. Ohio State's better, and Penn State's
So we
better.
have
Wait, so
three
who,
big
so
three
who
of the
do-
top 5
so
teams.
who do
Yeah.
you think is the best team?
Georgia's the best team in the country.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you why.
Oh my God.
No. People, and this is why
It's not the worst.
they're going to actually be a wagon to bet. Usually it's not the best to bet on the best teams. People don't think they're the best team. They keep getting ranked number 1. Michigan has not played a game like playing on the road in Auburn. They have not done that. They have not had to play any teams at that level or SEC environments on the road. They've been playing patty cake teams, 25-point spreads. Like,
What about the other 5?
I just
Georgia
wanna-
games?
I just wanna
but
say-
Michigan wasn't losing
much-
at halftime at home to South Carolina.
Also, how
that's
much?
also a better team than anyone in Michigan's.
I was gonna say, is
No, I know,
Auburn
but-
that much better than Nebraska? Like, I mean,
Yes.
let's be real.
I mean,
Or is South Carolina that much better than Nebraska? Like, come on.
Yeah.
We'll see. They
are,
can play each other.
but-
I mean, Michigan literally dismantled that team. It was never even close.
I mean, they don't score more than 7 points. Georgia gives up 30 points to some bogus opponents.
Their defense looked pretty great last week. But yeah, well,
Auburn.
To Auburn. You know, 3 quarterbacks combined for 56 pass yards.
Against Texas A&M.
Auburn would beat a lot of teams that Auburn would maybe be undefeated against Michigan
Tyler's
State.
just a closet Georgia fan, and that's why.
I am a
Yeah,
closet,
he
I am a
for
closet
sure
Georgia
is.
fan. That's fine. But
So no longer closet Georgia.
someone
Yeah,
I know,
just out in the open.
someone I know you're no longer a
prideful.
fan of is the USC Trojans.
Oh my god.
They almost blew it to Colorado and Dion, easily covered.
And I love it. And I love it. It's my new strategy play. Bet against USC.
Oh,
they don't
God.
cover. They're like them and Georgia are very similar. They might be great teams.
In no way similar.
They might be great
I
teams.
think USC could beat
that
Georgia.
win. But I agree with that take. They might be great teams that win. One of those can score a lot. The other one,
Yeah.
That is
Just double team
craziness.
Brock Bowers. They can't get past the 50.
Georgia
No,
has no
USC
offense.
starts
Like,
with the
I
ball.
actually-
They'll score every possession.
That is the
Yeah,
most insane.
I-
shit.
Auburn double team Brock Bowers last week. It would have been a much. They probably would have lost.
They tried.
They-
One-handed catch.
Brock Bowers
I'm
was
actually
one-on-one.
so- I'm
He
so
would have had
curious
15
about
yards
that.
of space on every
They
time.
can't stop him. He's the best player in college football.
I mean,
Okay, what do you? He's better than Caleb Williams.
For his, no, like
Yeah.
his.
No, continue.
Well, no, Caleb has the biggest. No, he is the best player. Caleb has the biggest impact because the quarterback is the position you can impact the game the most from.
So that's probably the most important and best player.
No, most important doesn't mean best player.
Well, okay. So Brock Bowers is higher on your Heisman ranking than Caleb Williams. Then. I mean, Heisman
Well, I
goes to
think-
the best player in college football, right?
I think Brock Bowers is overall the best player in college football. Just his stats
No, that's
aren't
fine.
as insane as Caleb's.
Okay.
I think you'd be surprised when you look at if you were to hear actual like ESPN experts rankings. I think Brock Bowers would be a lot higher on those lists than you may think he is.
I'm not saying he's bad.
gonna get
I'm just
drafted
saying
at
he's not.
13, bro.
All I'm saying
he'll
he's
be
not
much
the
higher than
best
that.
player in college football. I'm not saying he's bad.
He'll be drafted from anywhere from like 10 to
Yeah.
13.
No, he'll be top 10 pick. 100% chance.
Yeah.
10 to 13. No, if he's 9, yeah, maybe it's not like.
No, he's
Too many
He's a
quarterbacks.
top 10 player in college football.
completely unguardable player. No one can
I
stop.
don't know about complete.
No one can
50
stop.
yards again.
But yeah, what do we think about Colorado though against SC? You said SC could beat Georgia. I don't know about that, but Colorado almost beat SC.
No, Colorado,
know.
USC's
No, they never know
defense
what to
is
think
just
anymore.
it's so bad
Yeah.
that it doesn't even say anything about Colorado. It just speaks so much higher volumes about USC's terrible, non-existent defense. That's just okay.
Also, like,
I don't know.
surprise, Pac-12. It happens every year.
no, yeah,
And I don't know
teams
if-
lose to the bad
I'm a
teams, bad
fish.
teams.
I
I'm a
never
fish.
really believed that Colorado was ever going to win the game. You know what I mean? Like, there was obviously at the end, they,
7.
Well, yeah,
at the very end,
they were down by
Yeah.
28.
They were down by 28,
Dion
and then they
coached
just
that
scored
horribly.
like 3 in the fourth quarter. But it was never like.
They looked happy to lose by 7.
Oh, they were.
In
they
the-
were
Oh, they were.
After the game, they were
elated.
celebrating.
I would be
Elated.
happy too.
elated.
It's the 8th ranked team in the country. Or whatever.
Shador way.
Yeah, that is the Shador way. No, I don't know. I feel kind of weird about Colorado. I mean, this week we're gonna talk about it on Friday. They're only 4-point favorites.
I hate them so much.
Doesn't
Arizona
Travis
State.
Hunter come back too?
Yeah, he's supposed to come back. This is one of those teams that I think I may be wrong
who are
on.
they playing this week?
Every set.
Arizona
Arizona
State.
State.
They're Colorado's
4-point
minus
favorites.
4.
With Travis Hunter back?
With Travis Hunter
I'm all
back.
over Arizona
But yeah, all right. 2 more games I want to hit on before we talk about the
Same.
Thursday night football
Thanks,
game, make
same.
our picks. Ole Miss LSU game, one for the ages.
Oh yeah.
That game was electric. 100
That game
points
was
scored.
electric.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about your Tigers blowing that at the end?
I mean, I wasn't that upset about it. It wasn't really a game. Obviously, I was a little bit frustrated at the end when there was like 15 seconds left or like 20 seconds left. We were on the 15, and then we had the false start, and then the other penalty. Kind of backed us up to make it a much more difficult chance to get a touchdown at the end. So obviously frustrated with that, but at the end, I mentioned it on the podcast. I knew this was going to be a really close game, and I said like this is probably going to come down to the wire. LSU pulls it out in the end. They didn't pull it out. Yeah, not much to complain about. It wasn't like Florida State. We missed chances like time after time. This was just. I mean, we kind of got outplayed, so you can't really be too upset.
Yeah,
about
Ryan's been on the Ole Miss wagon.
Dude,
the whole
Jackson.
time.
I said Jackson Dart's a very good
I
quarterback.
said Jackson Howard would drop 40 on LSU's head.
Yeah.
That guy can ball. He's going to be very good. I think he's going to be playing on Sundays. I'm excited to see him.
Yeah,
he's a baller.
Very talented.
Yeah, the last college game, the night game, the Duke Notre Dame game.
Oh,
this
so
was
sad.
a tragic
Such a
ending.
sharp
This was
bet.
so
like
sad.
plus 5.5 was so.
This was a tragic ending for more reasons than one. If you didn't watch the game, go ahead and look up the highlights of it.
God.
Duke had 2 unbelievable drives in the second half, led by Riley Leonard to get up by, I think it was 6, right? They were up 6 or 7. Or no, they were up 1.
Yeah, they're up 1.
They were up 1. And then Notre Dame, 4th and 16 or something. let
Prevent defense.
Sam Hartman
Yep.
scrambles for 17
Runs
yards.
for 17,
that was
yeah.
insane.
And then the next play,
Audrey Estime.
running back
Oh
takes
my
it to the
God.
house.
Yep.
Yeah.
Duke gets
Dude's
the
a
ball
beast.
back, and Riley Leonard might have broken his
Probably
ankle.
out.
Yeah.
Probably out,
Probably
yeah.
out.
So bad.
So sad.
So
Oh my god.
it was an unbelievably tragic for multiple reasons. The most sad of all is that Riley Leonard, arguably, he was in the mix for the top couple of quarterbacks drafted. He might have broken an ankle and maybe is staying back in college another year. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's terrible.
who knows?
On a
We'll see.
completely different note, personally, I am completely flip-flop on Sam Hartman. I used to hate him. I was a big, avid hater of Sam Hartman. And then I saw him after the game way outside the medical tent for Riley Leonard.
Yeah, that was
I
beast.
thought that was an absolute class act. Shout out to Sam Hartman.
Yeah.
Friend
I'm
of the pod.
Flip. I'm Flip.
Big friend of the
Big
pod.
friend.
Big fan of you now. Bang.
No, Sam Hartman's a stud. It's just crazy to me that he was in Trevor Lawrence's draft class. Like he was in, or like high school class.
Justin
Trevor
Fields.
Lawrence, Justin Fields.
hilarious.
Like he's older than the rookies that we just let in, like CJ Stroud, who's absolutely balling out of his mind, and Bryce Young and all them. But no, it's shout out Sam Hartman. That was a
Yeah,
very cool
that was
thing
cool.
to do. But all right, the one pick we're allowed to do on the Wednesday episode. Let's talk about it right now. One of those quarterbacks we just mentioned, Justin Fields, play
Hey.
tomorrow
What a game
night
last
on
week.
Thursday. Bears at Commanders, Washington. Updated line -5.5. Started at -7, down to -5.5. The total is 44. Mario, where are we going in this Thursday night match?
Oh, the total dropped. Wow.
44 and
And a half.
-5.5.
Yeah, because it was at 46 like on Monday, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
So over.
Yeah.
First
over.
off.
Yep.
I mean, Commanders put up 30 against the Eagles. Bears
Have no defense.
concede 30 every
Yep.
game, it seems like. So you're already getting 30 of the 44. So you need the Bears to get 2 touchdowns.
Easy.
Very easy against this Commanders team. Justin
Or
Fields will
Tommy's
figure
got
out a
one
way.
more, yeah.
So over, all over it. As far as the spread, I'm going to take the Bears plus
Join the
5.5.
dark side.
I'm going
baby.
to take the Bears plus 5.5.
Love it.
It's going to be a close game. I think at the end, similar to the Broncos game, I think Bears get out ahead by like
And the owner
7.
calls in for Caleb.
And then Sam Howell kind of pulls it out like mid fourth quarter. They puts together a few drives, they win, and I don't know, win by 3.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So win outright as the underdog.
No.
Oh, you're
Sam
saying
Howell.
Washington wins.
Yeah,
Oh,
Washington
gotcha,
wins.
gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha.
Bears get out to lead,
So,
and then I said like the
You're
Broncos
taking the
game,
Bears
they
spread,
close.
Washington money line.
Yeah,
You're splitting the hairs.
and over.
And
We're just
over.
taking the same strategy as the Broncos game.
And it worked 100% of the time.
Yeah, rinse and repeat.
I love it.
Wax
Michael,
on, wax off.
where are you going here?
Similar logic that you always use. 2 absolutely garbage quarterbacks. Take the over 44. I have zero faith in Sam
I
Howell.
don't know how bad Sam Howell is. I mean,
No. I hate him. I have zero faith in him. And
Hates him.
I absolutely hate Justin Fields.
He hates him.
Zero faith in Justin
no,
Fields,
I know
especially
that.
after the past 5 weeks or 4 weeks.
Well, last week he almost had a perfect game. One bad throw.
How many? You guys want to hear something crazy?
Let me hear something great.
The only NFL team to not win a game since Elon Musk bought Twitter
Is the Bears.
is the Bears. So
Yeah.
no Bears fans have ever been able to tweet on Elon's Twitter about a
on
win.
X.
On X.
On
Yes,
X.
not even-
Yeah,
on X.
about a
Yes.
win.
I love
Twitter
it.
X.
I'm gonna
The
tweet it.
only
I'm gonna tweet
team-
it this week.
I think it's like something like 17 consecutive losses now.
Yeah.
16 or 17
It's about on
consecutive for
par.
the Bears.
I
It's
mean,
about par.
They own the number 1 and 2 picks in the draft.
I mean, it's Justin Fields. Like,
Justin Fields. But Mike, so you're going over.
Over.
Are you picking a side or just
No,
over?
over.
All right.
I can't choose on 2
Yeah.
terrible people.
They both kind of stole my logic on why we go over. We have been betting Bears over on the logic that the quarterbacks are bad. The entire season, it is 4-0 so far. We're going to make that 5-0 this Thursday night. Over 44 is the play. If you're taking a side, you got to bet Washington here. Never bet on the Bears. Like, just don't do it. It's like cancer.
yeah.
It's the worst thing of all time.
You don't want
betting
it.
on the Bears. They're trying to lose games. You don't like, even if Mario's right and it's within that number, for your mental health, don't do it. Like, you're gonna have to be sweating like, oh, just don't lose by more than 6. Like,
I know
they're
they
gonna
were up
lose.
28-7 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they
And
lost.
then they lost
Like,
31
you don't want to do
28.
that to yourself. Just bet the over. Sit back, have a beer.
sick.
It's
That's
easy.
sharp.
I had my line in the sand last week on the Bears covering. I'll do it again. It's going to continue to happen. Fields is back. Like he
He's
had,
back to covering.
He had
Back
one.
to throwing pick sixes.
No, he had. I'll
No,
give it
fumble
to you.
sixes
It
and
happens. That was he
INTs.
threw one
Doors
bad
out.
play. The end of the game was just It was a tough. I mean, that just happens at the end of the game when it's 3rd and 16. That happens.
It just
But, like,
happens.
he was literally like 20
Standard.
I mean, if any other quarterback went 22 for 26 for 300 yards and 4 touchdowns, it'd be a little.
And 2 turnovers.
And no, even with the 2 turnovers, you guys be saying, "Well, he had a bad game."
No, he had a
besides
great
picks.
game. It was a great game.
But like, they're gonna cover.
I mean,
won
we'd
the
be celebrating if that was Joe Burrow. I mean, we'd
That's
be
probably
good.
better than Joe Burrow's season
Facts.
stats.
It's
That
up
one
there.
game.
Well,
for Justin.
it'll
That
be a
one
sweat.
game might be better. Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I'll hammer the over, and I'll have the Bears plus money. I'm gonna go 2-0 since line of sand. Fields after week 3 goes nuts in
Wait.
football.
Plus the points or plus money? You said plus money. Are
Plus
you-
the points and plus money.
Oh, so they win outright.
They're gonna win outright just in this
first
game.
win of the
First
season.
win of the season. Because
First win in
they
like
can't
a
make
year
it
and a half.
in NFL. In NFL,
win
no, I
in the
said I'm
season.
gonna have my first tweet on Elon's thing for Bears win. But they can't make it so obvious that the Bears are gonna like deflate and lose the season. You know, they gotta throw them one to start, and this is a perfect game. Washington, they always play Washington tough.
Oh, so maybe
Love it.
Maybe this is a reverse then. Maybe Washington goes out and Bears come back.
Ooh.
Whatever it is, Bears outright, Bears plus money, over.
All right.
Love it.
Okay.
Tate, round us out here. Thursday night pick. Where are we at?
Yeah, I actually kind of like the Bears too.
Oh.
I think the Bears have to be a little excited or encouraged by the fact that Sam Howell has been sacked 1 billion times this year already.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
I think that their defensive line can come out and be like, "Oh, I think we can get a couple sacks, maybe a couple turnovers."
Yeah.
And, you know, they could sack a couple times. I mean, I think the Bears will cover. I don't know if they're going to win. So I like the Bears plus 5.5. This line was at 7 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
People are betting the Bears.
people are betting the Bears.
Love it.
Bang.
Yeah.
What about the over-under?
Over.
Over.
I definitely can't pick the under, but
So over.
It's over.
all right.
Over.
I think we're 3-0 on consensus.
We are 3-0 on consensus picks.
Bang.
Over 44 is the play for Thursday night. Make
Yeah.
sure to get those bet slips
Hammer
in.
it.
And tune in Friday for all of your normal DGen action.
Bang.
Let's go, baby.
Let's get it, baby.
Good luck.